Good morning and welcome back to another art lesson. Today we are going to be creating a really fun build your own burger project. So this project is all about overlapping and using some of your favorite foods. So you can use either a large piece of paper like the one I have here, or you can use a smaller piece of paper and your burger will just be a little bit smaller. No big deal. Just use whatever you have. You are also going to start with a pencil. Then you are going to outline with a black marker like you see here. So it looks like a coloring book. Then you will need regular markers. If you don't have them, you can just use crayons or colored pencils, and then your crayons. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to create a list of some of our favorite foods. So I'm just going to come over here and write the word foods, and I'm just going to come up with a list of some of my favorite things to eat. Once you have a really good list, then you can start looking up different Google images of these food items. I like to look up cartoon versions of different foods because it's easier to draw. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the bun to my burger. So I'm going to start with the top bun and the bottom bun. Then I'm going to worry about all the foods here in the center. So I'm going to start with a Sharpie just because I want you to be able to see it. So I'm just going to start at the top of my paper and I'm just going to draw kind of like a rainbow shape. And there's my top bun. And then I'm going to come to the bottom of my page and draw the bottom bun. There we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Then I can go ahead and add some of those fun details to my burger. So maybe I want to do like a little flag. Maybe I want to do some sesame seeds. I've also had people do kind of like a pretzel bun. So they do kind of like a stripe that goes across. So it's your chance to be creative. And then they would color in this bun darker brown and then these spaces like a tan color. Okay, once you have that done, then you need to add your burger patty. That's the first thing you're going to do. So I'm going to add just kind of like a little wiggly line here on both sides. And if you want, you can just do another wiggly line that connects them. But I want cheese dripping from my burger. So I'm just going to add like a wiggly line that goes across. So it looks like that cheese is oozing out. There we go. And then I'm just going to attach that with a straight line that goes across. So now you can see where the cheese is dripping. I can also add some little texture lines so you can tell that this is the burger patty. There we go. And then I get to start adding all of my favorite foods and silly ingredients. Now, the most important part of this project is to overlap your foods, because if they don't overlap, then your foods are just going to look like they're all stacked on top of each other. And you don't want that. You want your foods to look like they're all smushed on here together. So you can see that this like jalapeno is behind these pancakes. This lime wedge is behind that donut. So you're just layering these different food items together. So I am just going to start with maybe like a cupcake. So I'm just going to come over here to this side, add my cupcake wrapper. And again, you can go online and look at pictures of these food items, and then you can just draw what you see. Maybe I want to add a little like cherry on top. There we go. And then I'm going to go into another item. So maybe I want to do like a cheese slice here. If I want to make it kind of look 3D, I can draw like a line that comes out. Make it look like a 3D slice of cheese, like a big hunk. There we go. And remember, you're going to start with a pencil first. And then maybe I'm going to draw like an apple. It's going to go behind this piece of cheese. It's going to have like a shine mark. Stem there. You could even do like there maybe like a bite out of it. Do that. And then maybe that's going to overlap with some olives. And some of these smaller food items are really good to squeeze into little spaces. So you can see that I'm on my way towards the top. I like to work from bottom to top because I think it's just easier that way. You do not want a lot of white space. You want as many colors and as many food items as you can fit onto your burger. Now, one thing I also want to say is I want you to pay attention to the types of food you're adding and make sure that they're kind of different colors. Because one year I had somebody do vanilla ice cream, mashed potatoes, noodles, and eggs. Now think about what color all of those foods are. Whites and creams. And then when they went to go color in their paper, there was a lot of white space. So I really want you to think about the food items that you are choosing. Once you have everything drawn with pencil, trace it with a Sharpie. Then you can get out your markers and your crayons, and you can just start coloring in these items. If you want, you can do a nice like outline with the marker first, and then lightly color in using crayon. So maybe I'm going to take a light orangey color, and I can color that in now. But if you don't have markers and you only have crayons, then you can just color in with crayon. That's fine too. If you only have colored pencil, then you'll just color in all of your food ingredients using colored pencil. You can still make all of these items look nice and neat with whatever tool you are using to color. Remember, I'm looking for quality work, neatness, taking your time, and making sure it is quality work. Okay. Once you're done coloring in all of your food items, including the buns, then you can go ahead and take a picture of your final project and upload it into our Google Classroom and submit it. Please hang on to this project. Do not lose it. I don't want you to throw it away. Wait till you get your final grade, and then you can do whatever you would like with your paper. Okay? Do not throw it away until you get your final grade. If you have any questions, you can always email me, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. So be creative, have fun, and think of some really silly ingredients to add to your burger project. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.